There's a new Scrambler on the scene, the Triumph Street Scrambler, a replacement for Triumph's existing Scrambler. This new bike is powered by the same 900cc water-cooled parallel twin engine that's in the Street Twin and has all the Scramblerific stuff you'd expect to find on a Scrambler, including high-level exhaust, wire-spoke wheels, dual-purpose Metzler Torrance tyres, a bench seat, bear trap footpegs, and a bash plate. It costs £8,900, so it's priced similarly to the Ducati Scrambler Classic. It's a bit cheaper than the Scrambler Desert Sled, and it also undercuts the BMW R9T Scrambler by £1,650. It's the most fun-loving and playful of the new Bonnevilles. The 900cc twin-cylinder motor provides plenty of grunt, it fuels smoothly, and the ride-by-wire throttle delivers faultless response. It makes 55 horsepower and 59 pounds-foot of torque, so that's a 28% increase in torque and power over the previous model. But with a dry weight of 213 kilos, it is heavy, heavier than the Ducati Scrambler Classic, Ducati Scrambler Desert Sled, and the R9T Scrambler. And compared to the Ducati, it's also 20 horsepower down, although it makes a bit more torque, but the BMW makes double the power and more torque with 85.5 pounds-foot to be precise. So the riding position of the new Street Scrambler gives it a relaxed feel, and the wide bars kind of give it ample leverage and control. The bench seat was comfy during about the 100 miles or so I spent on it, and the seat height is low at 792mm. And you're once sat on the bike, all the kind of controls fell nicely to my hands and feet. And in the kind of low speed environment where this bike is likely to spend a lot of time, i.e. a city, I'm pretty certain it will thrive thanks to the manageability, balance and manoeuvrability that is inherent in it. And in that environment, the motor delivers enough poke to get past everything in the sort of never-ending search for the best flat white moustache wax, craft beer and books of cliches, which is what I spend all my money on. And it'll also do well when you want to whip down the motorway, but the lack of wind protection quickly gets hard to ignore. The Scrambler features a switchable traction control, a torque assist clutch, smart looking and bright LED rear light, trip computer, fuel consumption meter, all that useful information, a USB port under the seat. If you're feeling brave, talented or stupid, it'll also let you turn the ABS off to make skids or crashing that bit easier when you're off-road. The single big face clock is clear, paint finish is really good, and the engine is also worth some attention. And altogether, the Scrambler is a sort of minimal but classy package. The motor's complemented by a lovely pair of high-level exhaust pipes with a hidden side-mounted cat and some lovely headers, and it gives out a really decent sound and is even prone to a bit of popping on the overrun. And the heat shield did a really good job of protecting the inside of my right leg against the warmth of the exhaust. So, being a Scrambler, it only seemed right that we did a bit of scrambling, and it did well. The dual-purpose Metzler Torrance tyres can take a bit of credit for that, as can the wide bars and the stable footing that's afforded by the bear trap footpegs. But I'm not kidding myself, roads full of potholes are about as bad as it's likely to get for most street scramblers. Still, it is nice to know that it can handle a gentle byweight if the sort of feeling took you. The braking setup consists of 2-piston Nissin sliding caliper and a 310mm disc at the front, and a 2-piston Nissin caliper and 255mm disc at the rear. Braking is decidedly average, with a slight front end power deficit and lackluster feel. It delivers a comfortable and controlled road ride and has model specific components. So at the front you'll find the longest forks in the Street Twin range, while twin preload adjustable KYB shocks take care of the rear. There's 120mm of travel all around. And the Scrambler didn't embarrass itself off-road either, but bumps and dips in the gentle trail did expose the limits of the suspension. But handling-wise, it's balanced, neutral, and it steers with confidence. The new Street Scrambler then is the most fun and playful addition to the Street Twin range, and possibly the Bonneville family. It's easygoing but capable, friendly and accessible, and it looks the part too. I think that as a smart-looking urban ally, it'll be hard to beat. Its next test will come when it's pitted against more powerful and lighter competition. Although this bike is something which the BMW and to a lesser extent the Ducati's don't heritage. And that's what this is all about, right?